Hello, my YouTuber friends. How are you all doing? Welcome back. Ooh, that's some stiff tape. So this is something that is an eBay purchase and something that Matthew and I were talking about doing different this year for Christmas. So I saw this, put in an offer, and was accepted. And I think this is going to be a fun thing for Matthew and I to do together. And as you can see, there is a ton of train tracks. Yes. So, let's see. We have a ton of track, which will be fun for us to put together. Look at that. Yeah, all kinds of track. Okay, so what do we have? A lot more track. So we have some more straight track. And then of course we have curve to make either a circle or go around a corner. So tons of track. What do we have here? Ooh! We have the transformer. That's pretty cool. So let me put my glasses on. So what do we have here? Direction. Wonder how that works. Oh, that says whistle blow. Full speed ahead. And off. So if any of you out there have ever worked one of these, now I used one as a kid, but it was not this complicated, if you will. It just was on, off, fast. It was on and off, and you can go fast or slow, forward or reverse, and that was it. But you can see we have the fast and slow and off here. This says whistle blow, and this says direction. So, and you got your two wires for connecting to the track, which is still connected to the base, which is cool. Lionel CTC lock on. So that's cool. So I hope this still works. That would be neat. Put that aside. Anything else in here? Oh, it looks like there's a lot of papers in here. Okay. What do we have? So these are cutouts. Isn't that neat? And then you got the Lionel. So this is a booklet of all the, probably all the cars. Wow. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I don't know how many of you out there that are into trains. Look at that. Isn't that cool looking? But I do have a story. If you guys don't want to hear the story, fast forward. But that's pretty cool. Track layouts. So this is... Oh, so this gives you all kinds of ideas on how to put a track layout. That's cool. And this is another telling you how to put tracks together and light different layouts. That's cool. And another Lionel on where to purchase all kinds of stuff for your track if you want to do a train garden. Cool. I love that. So as I put this back in this box, I will tell you my quick story. So as a kid, I used to go down to one of my friend's house and we would play, normal stuff like kids do. And down in his basement, he and his dad had a train set put together. And I was just in love with it. I thought it was the neatest thing. And I would always pick up the engine and play with it. And I was just having a ball. And one day my friend had to leave and all that. And not even thinking, I still had that train in my hand. And I took it home and just sat it down. Whatever, just like a kid. Weeks later, when I go back over to play, we go downstairs to play, the trains. And his dad said, no one's allowed to play with the trains anymore. And we're like, why? What's going on? And he's like, well, somehow my engine is missing. And if you guys can't respect my equipment and play and without breaking things or have things missing, then no more. And I thought, oh crap, I'm the one that took that train. And I got so scared and upset that I did something so wrong. And I ran home and I told my mom, just a lot more track. And she was like, well, Craigie Glenn, I think the best thing to do is to grab that train and get on down there and tell him what happened. And I'm like, no, I'm going to get in trouble. He's going to be so mad at me. She's like, you got to do it, son. So this is for changing tracks and directions, I believe. That's pretty cool. Wonder how you do that. Anyway, so there's two of those, but the wires are all, the wires on these, as you can see, are all dry rotted. What's that say? Uncouple and unload. Huh. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. So I grabbed the train, or the engine, and I walked back down to his house, and I went in there, and his dad just stared at me. And I was so scared, I was shaking in my pants, getting ready to cry. An intersection. And I just said, and his name was Riddle, R-I-D-D-L-E, Mr. Riddle. I said, Mr. Riddle, I said, the last time that we were down here playing, I just had it in my hand and I just, went on home. I really didn't think about it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to just take it home like that. I don't know what these are. I don't know what that is. But it's a box of Lionel. But it's here, and I'm sorry. And he took it, and he looked at me, and I just thought, I'll never be invited back to this house again. And he was like, thank you for bringing it back. I greatly appreciate it. Here, let's go put this track together. And I was so relieved. But I fell in love with that train and thought it was so cool. Always wanted one. But there we go. So this has barrels in it. Little wooden barrels. Looks like 5 of them. To go on there. That's pretty cool, huh? These are just made heavy. These are just built. So that's pretty cool. There's one. And I always thought about that train. Always wanted one. So I was telling Matthew, why don't we do a train garden for Christmas around the tree? And he's like, oh, I like that idea. But I didn't want anything brand spanking new. I wanted something old and vintage and of some type of quality and to bring back some memories. And so here's, I think this is the caboose. Lionel 6257. So that's how this has gotten started. Sunoco, capacity 8,000 gallons, built by Lionel. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And you can tell these are just built with quality. I mean, you can just feel the weight. That's so cool. So this is I guess this does smoke or something. It's very heavy and it's got wires on it. Anyways, it looks like it's like it holds coal. This must be the engine. Man, this thing's heavy. Wow. That is so cool. That is so cool. So I don't know what that switch is for. It's got the little bell. And I think this also does smoke. What's it say on the bottom? Man, this is heavy. Made in the USA, Lionel 027. The Lionel Corporation, New York. That is so cool. That is beautiful. So I think that's it. So you got a train, or the engine, and I guess this could go next. Trying to get this so you can see the whole thing. But there's the train. I mean the engine. I don't know how these hook together, to be honest with you. Anyway. And a caboose. So that's not bad, huh? Now again, I have no idea how these connect together. Okay, this must go this way because that fits in there. But then I have no idea how these connect together. Oh, I see. They just clip together. Well, isn't that cool? Well, I'll be damned. Well, that's simple. Oh, well, that is just sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I can't wait to put it together, my friends. Huh. If that's not just neat. So yeah, I guess Matthew and I are going to have to take some time and come up with a plan on putting this all together and have some fun, you know, like a kid's. normally do. We can have the tree up, have some music playing. And maybe some hot chocolate, and just put our thinking caps on and put ourselves a train together, even if it's just your typical, oval to go under the tree the first time. I think it would just be fun to have the train. So, let's see if I can get this on here. Oh. I don't know, it's just something about playing with trains. Well, there you go. Look at that. Is that not perfect? So hopefully the transformer will work. I can clean up the track and clean up all this stuff. But that's not bad for a beginning. Beautiful. Anyway, there we go. I will have to recover. I'll have to rewrap everything. It's amazing when you find something on eBay and it brings back such memories. So again, if you could put down in the comment section below if you had trains growing up, maybe what kind they were, and maybe give me some ideas on what I could do with all this. Okay. We're getting there, my friends. Anyways, how are you all doing out there in YouTube land? I hope all is well. Gotta wrap all this up the way it was, right? Oh, now my nose itches. Okay, and finally the engine, the Big Daddy. All right, I think that's everything. There you go. Well, thank you everyone for coming along and going through this with me. I greatly appreciate it. Be talking to you soon. Have a great day.